and other noise as we begin this year's graduation ceremony. The tolling refrain from using artificial noisemakers at any time during our ceremony. Gentlemen, at this time, please remove your caps as we prepare to honor America with a presentation of our nation's colors. Please remain standing until our colors are dismissed. Civil Air Patrol, please present the colors.
As we do every day at Lebanon High School, please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance and remain standing for the dismissal of our nation's colors. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you for helping us honor America. Please be seated. On behalf of class of 2017, I welcome you to this year's graduation ceremony. My name is Mackenzie Roberts, and I'm the president of our graduating class. We are very excited that you are here to share in the joy of this occasion. This is a special night for the class of 2017, our parents, our families, our friends, our school, and our community. This night concludes an educational journey that was started 13 years ago. From the moment we entered kindergarten to the final day of high school, this class has shared many laughs, tears, triumphs, and tragedies. And tonight, we all share one more thing in common: high school graduation. To ensure that our ceremony is conducted with honor and dignity, we ask that you please do the following: silence all cell phones and other electronic devices. Do not distract those around you. Do not block the vision of those around you. And please do not use artificial noisemakers at any time during our ceremony. With your cooperation, every graduate, every family member, and every spectator will experience a positive and memorable ceremony. We are so pleased that you will be sharing in our celebration this evening. It is my hope that tonight will be a blessing for all involved. I'd like to take a moment to address my senior class one last time. When we first stepped into the greatest high school in America, our freshman year, it seemed that graduation was just a distant dream, and it would take an eternity to get there. But here we sit tonight with so many memories to look back on. As much as we complained, we all know that we have a special place in our hearts for Jacket Nation and all of Mr. Lowry's tweets. There's no one else that I would have rather spent my 4 years of high school with than the class of 2017. We started off as naive, tiny elementary school kids with young romances and best friends on the playground, ready to face the world with our Justin Bieber backpacks and those oh-so-cool Heeley shoes. We counted down the days till field day and the minutes till gym class. Remembering the rules of Foursquare and popcorn was one of our only biggest stress. As seniors, the year just got better. Freshmen looked smaller, except Sarah Jo and I. We're still shorter than most of the freshmen. We finally got our turn to lead the Jacket Swarm. Every Friday night, we had the best times at V-Night with all of our friends, even when the boys thought it would be cool to brand themselves. Jack made the buzzer-beating score, tackling Winter every time the boys made a touchdown on the Friday Night Lights. D-Rod crowned big man on campus, even if Mark melted the hearts of every girl in the gym that night, and even winning Dancing with the Stars with Steve night. But just think, we were ready to leave this place before we got here. But I can tell you, I'm not ready to leave Jacket Nation yet. The past 4 years have boiled down to this day. We will be receiving our diplomas, and all of the hard work, laughs, tears, and long hours of practice, planning, studying, and listening to Mr. Lowry's inspirational morning announcements have paid off for us and have been some of the best years of my life. Tonight we become Lebanon High School graduates, so I say to my classmates, my friends, embrace the last few hours spent here, memories we have created. But never forget, don't wear purple under any circumstances. Once you're a yellow jacket, you're always going to be a yellow jacket. And remember, whatever it takes, no excuses. Congratulations, it's been my honor to serve you as your class president the past 4 years. We did it, guys. Go Yellow Jackets. Again, thank you for being here this evening. Now, please join me in welcoming the principal of the greatest high school in America, Mr. Kevin G. Lowry.
Thank you, Mackenzie. Mackenzie is the daughter of Thomas Roberts and Andrew and Catherine Letterman. Her plans are to attend Lindenwood University this fall to pursue a double major in dance and athletic training. Mackenzie's goal is to open her own dance studio and help people through dance rehabilitation. I am certain that she will reach her goal. Mackenzie's favorite teachers were her 4th grade teacher, Mrs. Riggs, and her high school PE teacher, Mrs. Knight. Why? Because they were more than just teachers. They were her friends, her mentors, and her second moms. We would like to recognize Mackenzie's parents for raising such a wonderful young lady. Would they please stand at this time to be applauded for a job well done? Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for helping our students honor America as we do every day. This is a great place in our ceremony to have a moment of silence in honor of tonight's soon-to-be graduates, their families.
To stop and reflect and say thank you to those who have invested in you. Your journey begins right now. Class of 2017, I wish
to major in exercise science. After college, Whitney's goal is to become a pediatric physical therapist. Whitney's favorite...
Hello and good evening. First of all, I would like to welcome parents, family members, friends, teachers, and staff to the greatest high school in America's 2017 graduation ceremony. This is an amazing night for all of the soon-to-be graduates, and I'm sure we all appreciate you coming and supporting us. For many of us, today would not be happening if it wasn't for all your support and dedication in pushing us to be our greatest. Also, it's inspiring to know that many of us have experienced tears, stressful times, and failure together. But none of us let any of that get in our way of graduating, and this is seen tonight as 338 of us wait to graduate. So many of you know, and if you don't, I came from a very small country school called Gasconade C4. This school was amazing in helping me push every day to be a better student. And as you can imagine, going from an 8th grade graduating class of 8 people and then coming to Lebanon with over 300 students in my class was a big shock to me. Even with this shock of harder classes and new people, I knew that all I wanted out of high school was beautiful memories, to do my very best, and never let a conflict hold me down. I never imagined that I would be standing up here giving this speech today. I can't gratify how truly blessed I am at having this opportunity. I can actually remember a conversation Chris and I had one day freshman year. We had gotten on the topic of class rank, and she told me that she was first and that I couldn't tell anyone because it was a secret. Well, Krista, it's not a secret anymore. When she told me she was number 1, I thought to myself that, wow, I'll never be that good. But through hard work and dedication, I made it. This is one memory from high school that I will forever remember. And so even when we're all old and gray, we will still remember many memories from high school. Some of those include cheering at sporting events, getting to participate in pep assemblies, and hearing Mr. Lowry buzz at the end of everything he says. These are just a few of many memories that we might have had. Now, fellow students, take a moment to think of a memory. Whether your memory is good or bad, because we all have had each. I'm sure that the person next to you is going to have a different memory from you, or they might have shared a memory and are thinking about it now. But as we go across the stage tonight, becoming graduates, this will go into all of our memory books forever, as a memory we will all have shared. We will never forget it, and we will cherish it for years to come. As I said before, we all have memories that nobody else has. So, as we all move on to new and even scary beginnings, and whether or not we know what we want to do after we graduate, or we are still deciding, many of our memories we make in our new beginnings will be our own and different from everyone else's because we will make new friends and new acquaintances. My challenge for you is to make those memories count. One day, you might be a memory to someone, so do your best to be a good one. Make sure that whatever things you choose in life are choices you will be proud of. Mother Teresa once said, "We ourselves feel that what we are doing is just a drop in the ocean, but the ocean would be less because of that one drop." You might feel that your actions don't impact anyone but yourself, but you're wrong. Whether it is the smallest decision or the largest one, it will impact somebody whether you know it or not. Remember, life brings tears, smiles, and memories. The tears dried up, and the smiles come and go. But the memories will last forever.
so you make your impacts good and your memories great, so that in the future you have something wonderful to share with your grandkids or kids. Let your mark on the world be one that will last a lifetime, and not every mark or impact has to leave you with fame and fortune. Many of the small impacts and marks are the most memorable ones. Finally, never let yourself or anybody else tell you that you are not capable of reaching your goals or great things. Stay true to yourself and never give up. And, in the words of Tim McGraw, remember, always stay humble and kind. Thank you.
Good job. Please welcome this year's chamber choir, including senior choir members and some very special guests, under the direction of Mr. Ian Tapson, as they pay a choral tribute to the class of 2017 with a song entitled One Voice, featuring singers C.J. Ranfeld, Veronica Jacobs on the banjo, and Brett Dudenhofer on the fiddle, as well as our very own teacher, Amanda Goodwin, on the string bass. It will also have soloists Carissa Massey, Kaylee Smith, and Mason Bright. Please enjoy. Thank you, Mr. Tapson and the LHS Chamber Choir. The allergies this time of the year are terrible. At this time, it is my privilege to recognize this year's valedictorian. Valedictorian is an academic title given to a senior who has maintained the very highest overall GPA in the graduating class. The title comes from the valedictorian's traditional role to deliver the official graduation farewell. With a cumulative grade point average of 4.5494, a new school record. Carissa Massey has proven to be an amazing Yellow Jacket scholar. Yeah, that deserves some applause for sure. She is the daughter of Kevin and Rachel Massey. Would Mr. and Mrs. Massey please stand and let us applaud you for raising such a great young lady. Using approximately $33,500 in scholarships, Carissa will attend Missouri State University to pursue a degree in speech-language pathology. After college, Carissa's goal is to become a speech pathologist. Carissa's favorite teacher is Mr. Tapson because he encouraged my love for singing and inspired me to do the best in everything that I do. It is now my honor to decorate Miss Carissa Massey with the prestigious Valedictory Medal of Academic Excellence. Well, we better do a picture. All right, here we go. Please join me in congratulating this year's valedictorian, Miss Carissa Massey.
Good evening, parents, grandparents, family members, friends, staff, and teachers. First of all, I just want to say that I can speak for the class of 2017 when I say thank you for all you have done to help us get here. Because without your help, we wouldn't be where we are today. And secondly, I just want to say that I'm truly honored to stand before you all tonight. As many of you already know, we have a tradition at Lebanon High School for seniors to get out 1 week before graduation. This allows us to sleep in, hang out with friends, decorate our caps, and just relax before the ceremony. But since we get out so much earlier than everyone else, we also get to cram all of our finals, homework, and deadlines into a few stressful weeks. So as most of you can imagine, during the last week, almost every single senior seems to be running around school like a chicken with their head cut off. I, of course, was one of those seniors. So it wasn't until our final day of high school, that last Friday, that it finally hit me. High school was over. And I can't really describe the feeling that I felt that day. All year I'd looked forward to this wonderful last day of school. But when it finally came, I couldn't seem to get it through my head that these teachers, classmates, and the daily routine of going to school that I had known for the past 13 years would all be over. I felt this excitement because I knew I would be starting something new, but at the same time, I felt a worry because of the unknown that was ahead of me. As I described it to one person, that whole day I couldn't figure out if I should be jumping for joy or bawling my eyes out. You know when you're about to move into a new house, you look at your old house one last time to think about all the good memories that you've made and the things that you will see for the very last time. That's exactly what I did the last day of high school. As I went through the same old motions one last time, I paid attention to what would be the last. It was the last day that as a senior in high school that we would ever walk through those LHS doors. It was the last day that we would hear Mr. Lowry's 15-minute announcements about every event, birthday, and award that there was going on under the sun. It was the last day that we would ever hurry to class to escape a tardy. It was the last day that we would walk into the Nellie Library to check out a book or ask Mrs. Anthony or Mrs. Hayes for help with a tedious paper. It was the last day that we would be at school with the math teachers who had drilled the quadratic formula song into our heads so that we would never, ever forget it. It was the last day to pet the school therapy dog Barbie as she came over to love on us. It was the last day that we would eat the infamous school lunches like Taco Tuesdays or Chinese Thursdays. It was the last day that we would stand in the hallways or in the senior commons with our good friends as we told them about the latest events in our lives. It was the last day to be a student at Lebanon High School. And although we may never do these things again, memories like these and ones even more personal to each and every one of us will stay with us for years to come. So as we sit here, most of us probably think of this commencement ceremony as an ending to our high school education and experiences. And although in a way it is, it's also a beginning, just like Dr. Schmidt said. If you look up the word commencement, it literally means a beginning or a new start. So while tears may be shed that our high school days are over, or as mom cries because her baby is graduating, those tears should be tears of joy. Really, we just have to think of it as a beginning. It's a start to a new part of our journey. Now that we've learned in high school the basics of what we need to know, whether it be academically or socially, we now get to choose where we want to go and how we want to use what we've learned. For some, we may go right into the workforce, where we can make a difference by the things we make and the actions that we take. Others may go to college or vocational schools, where we begin part 2 of our education. But wherever life leads us, and whatever path we decide to take, I hope we choose one that we will love and where we can make a difference. That doesn't mean we have to become president or save the world, but it just means that we have to bring meaning to our lives. So as we move out of that old house, or our school that we've grown accustomed to for these past 13 years, it's bittersweet. It's going to be scary to move into a new house, as you might call it, as we change the course of our lives. We're going to meet new people, do new things, and ultimately and hopefully make a difference. So while it's the ending of some great times, and maybe some not so great times, it's also the beginning of a new start. We just have to choose what we want to do with it. So to the class of 2017, it's been an honor to be a part of this amazing class. And I hope the beginning of the years ahead brings you joy, peace, and happiness. May God bless every single one of you. Thank you.
Great job.
It is now time to recognize several Yellow Jacket seniors for their unrelenting commitment to excellence. We're going to take a few minutes and recognize seniors because that's why we're here. With the 41 students graduating summa cum laude with highest praise, that's with a grade point average of 3.9 or higher, please stand to be recognized. Thank you. With the 5 students graduating magna cum laude with great honor, that's with a GPA of 3.8 to 3.89, please stand to be recognized. You all need to be looking at your key like I told you this morning so you'll know when to stand up. With the 19 students graduating cum laude with praise, with a GPA of 3.6 to 3.79, Please stand to be recognized, all 19 of you. Thank you. Would the following students please stand as their names are called to be recognized for earning a place among the top 10 highest achieving graduates. They have already received their Academic Medal of Honor and are proudly wearing it this evening. Please hold your applause until all students have been recognized. Carissa Massey, Whitney Moyers, Alexa Wapplehorst, Sarah Morgan, Dylan Rodden, Kelsey Winfrey, Rachel Wadley, Macy McGinnis, Madeline O'Connor, and Kaylee Smith. Thank you. To be eligible for the prestigious Missouri Bright Flight Scholar Award, students must have a composite ACT or SAT score in the top 3% of all students in Missouri taking those tests. On this year's ACT, students must have earned at least a 31 out of 36 to be in the top 3%. Mrs. Michelle Hedges, Assistant Superintendent, will now present a plaque to this year's Bright Flight recipients. Would our 5 Bright Flight seniors please come forward around to my right and up the stage to receive your plaque from Mrs. Hedges. Please hold your applause until all students have been recognized. Bright Flight scholars, you know who you are. Please come forward. Seth Fullerton, 31. We'll hold our applause until the very end. Jack Miner, 32. Jacob Collins, 32. Lexi Wapplehorst, 31. And Cabrin Nelson, 31. Now let's honor them with our applause. Would Chloe Johnson please come forward? Dr. Brad Armstrong will now present a plaque to Chloe for maintaining perfect attendance for all 4 years of high school, never missing 1 minute. With the 2 seniors who have received this year's Senior Class Outstanding Citizenship Awards, please come forward when your name is called to receive a plaque from Dr. Schmitz. Carissa Massey and Moses Farr. "60 seniors have met the requirements to earn a college preparatory study certificate from Lebanon High School. These students must have a minimum of 3.0 GPA in the combined areas of English, math, science, and social studies, a score of at least 21 on the ACT, and a minimum of 95% attendance. Would those 60 seniors please stand to be recognized? Thank you. 76 seniors have met the requirements to receive the Presidential Academic Excellence Award. These students have earned a minimum of 3.5 GPA all 4 years of high school. Would those 76 students please stand to be recognized? Thank you. We would like to thank the Lebanon Rotary Club for recognizing these students at a special luncheon on May 4th. 127 seniors are qualified to receive A-plus scholarships totaling $1.1 million. In order to qualify for an A-plus scholarship, students must maintain a GPA of at least 2.5, maintain 95% attendance, perform at least 50 hours of community service or tutoring, and maintain a record of good citizenship. These students are eligible to earn free education for 2 years at a Missouri community college. Would those 127 students please stand to be recognized? Thank you. 52 seniors have earned the Teacher's Academic Letter of Excellence all 4 years of high school. Would those 52 students please stand to be recognized? Thank you. 26 seniors have successfully completed the Missouri Options Program and will be earning their high school diploma this evening. Would those 26 students please stand to be recognized? Ten seniors have successfully completed the Community-Based Instruction Program, also called CBI. Would those 10 students please stand to be recognized? Thank you. 44 seniors are members in good standing of the National Honor Society. Would those 44 seniors please